Why would I ever have my medical expert tell the jury about how many times he's testified in the past? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. All right, let's say you brought a lawsuit against your doctor claiming that he was careless, causing you significant harm and injury. And now the doctor whom you have sued denies all of your allegations. And he says, listen, I'll see you at trial. Okay, so now 2 or 3 years down the road, what happens? 2 or 3 years down the road, your case finally comes up for trial. And now it is our obligation to put on whatever testimony, whatever proof is necessary in order to show that we are slightly more likely right than wrong than what we are claiming is true. So now what do? We are obligated to put on a medical expert to testify on your behalf. And now the judge turns to me and says, Counselor, call your next witness. And I say, Your Honor, I call our medical expert, Dr. Jones, to testify. Dr. Jones gets up on the witness stand. And as part of my questioning, one of the things that I ask him is, Dr. Jones, have you ever testified before? Oh, yes, many times. Tell me, in the course of your 30-year career, how many times have you testified? Oh, I've testified probably 2 or 3 times a year over the course of 30 years. Excellent. And do you review cases on behalf of injured patients? Yes, I do. And have you also reviewed cases on behalf of hospitals who were sued? Yes, I have. And by the way, doctor, in your 30-year career, have you also testified on behalf of the doctors who were sued and the hospitals as well? Yes, I have. Doctor, how much are you being compensated here today for the time out of your office? X number of dollars. And doctor, if you were not sitting here in court today, would you be in your office seeing patients? Yes, I would. Or would you be in surgery? Yes, I would. All right, doctor, let's focus on the facts of this case. Are you prepared to tell us the conclusions that you were able to reach after reviewing this patient's medical records? Yes, I am. Doctor, tell us, was the treatment rendered by this particular physician appropriate? No, it was not. And do you have an opinion, doctor, with a reasonable degree of medical probability as to whether that treatment violated the basic standards of medical care? Yes, I do. Why would I ask my expert those questions about whether he's testified before? I'll tell you why. Because I want the jury to know that this doctor has been in court before. I want the jury to know that as part of this doctor's clinical duties, in addition to them, he also reviews cases on a regular basis, not just for injured patients, but also for doctors and hospitals that are being sued. That's important for them to understand. So if I were to ignore this whole line of questioning, you know what would happen? The defense attorney, as part of his questioning when he gets up to cross-examine this medical expert, he's going to make a whole big deal about the fact that this doctor has testified not just a handful of times, not just 10 times or 20 times, but he's going to talk to the jury endlessly about how this doctor is a professional witness. And if he doesn't cross-examine him by saying that he's a professional witness, I guarantee you that at the end of the trial, when he makes closing arguments, he's certainly going to let the jury know, if not infer, that this guy is a professional witness. So it is critically important for me to get that information out first before my opponent has a chance to do that, and to then highlight the fact that this doctor testifies so often. I want to be able to tell the jury that first and give them an explanation about not just the fact that he reviews cases, but he's also an actively practicing physician, and he doesn't just review cases on behalf of injured patients, people bringing lawsuits, but he also reviews cases on behalf of doctors who are being sued and defends them as well. Very interesting, don't you think? So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in these medical malpractice cases here in New York. You know, I recognize you're likely watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York, but you have not yet started a lawsuit because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.